You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had enough time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You literally
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. Yeah, we had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks.
You by the way, Dingbat here. Welcome to a Wednesday before the Eagles take on the Chiefs. Sorry I'm a little late. I wanted to come on after Nick Sirianni finished his press conference because I figured you'd rather watch him or listen to him talk than me. But now you get me, the Mark Holmes killer, the Cowboys destroyer. Today it is Battle Royale, and I am going to piss him off. What is going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. McCranky, what's up? Chris North, Silas, Donnie, Princess Gamer, what's up? James Dillon, Julius, Clark, Trav, what's up? Shunderi, Barbie the Doll, Princess of YouTube, James Dillon, MJ, thank you guys for being here. Big Lou, Rich, thank you guys so much. Kelvin, Logan Motorsports, KCA Eagle, Philly Oso, my man. Casper, what's up? Hazard, Thomas Brown, all you guys, anybody I missed, Mayday, Rosie, Devon, Non-Junior, Bryant, Lewis, and Joey. What is going on? What is happening today? It's a big week for the Eagles. Can the Eagles go to 2-0? Can they beat the Chiefs, and can they get this offense going? That's the question. Frank says, I love that the next favorite is the one where the kid hit him with the wiffle ball bat. Oh, yeah. I got to bring that one back. Robertson, thanks for being here. Philly. No, thank you. You know, I kind of like these morning ones. I feel like it sets my whole day up. Romario, what's going on? Monica, what's up? How are you? Joey, what's going? Good birds. So the big news yesterday, obviously, was Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter's going to play. They wouldn't really talk. Nick Sirianni today wouldn't talk about what the punishment was. They handling it in-house. I love that. That's perfect. No need to tell anybody. But I really think this week is about, like, can the Eagles get things going? There's been a lot of changes, really, from week 1 to now. They went out and they brought Zadarius Smith in. How are they going to use that? How much is he going to play? Then you have Bigsby comes in, right? What about A.J. Brown? What about Devontae Smith? Are you going to get them going? Are you going to get Saquon Barkley going? What is Patullo going to do different? There's a lot of questions to be answered right now. No doubt about it. Greg Newsome, the second, should be a solid trade if the Eagles possible. I have no doubt Howie Roseman is not done yet. I just don't know when he's going to strike again. You know? What's up, Jason? How are you? We just don't know when he's going to start. I think Sirianni said they wouldn't suspend him another game. No, the Eagles aren't going to suspend him another game. The question is, are they going to hold him out? I think it should be over, you know, and we move on. James, what's going on, my man? How are you? I am Ruiz says, what's up, Philly 500? What's going on, my man? No, I don't think he gave an update on. I don't think they put out the injury report yet, but he ain't gonna play. I mean, he's got a fractured rib. He's gonna be out at least a few weeks, and it's gonna take him. They said 8 to 12 weeks before it's fully healed. So he's gonna be out at least next week. I gotta think. You know. What if anywhere on Dak punishment? No Dak punishment. He gets off clean. You know. Yet these stupid Cowboy fans talk about, like, we should have won the game, but there was holding. They're the biggest babies, man. No, they ain't holding him out. This ain't college. Agreed. It's not college. Where's my corner? Right here, baby. Right here. Ready for Mark Holmes? I'm ready for Mark Holmes. I'm going to really try to get under his skin. He's probably listening to this now, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to egg him on. He says some ridiculous shit. See, Renz, $5. What's up, brother? What's up? I sent Mark a text at like what, 2 or 3 in the morning his time. And I said, just a reminder: the Eagles beat the Cowboys. You know, you just gotta do that. You know what I mean? Not yet. We'll probably get some. We'll get something later today. I meant, like Sirianni said, we'll punish Carter in house without saying what it is. So the NFL doesn't suspend Carter. It's smoke and mirrors from Nick. Yeah, I mean, the NFL suspended him 1 game, right? He sat out the whole game. He's losing a game check. What I heard that they're going to do is they're going to basically hold him out a quarter or a series. You know, we'll see what that means and if that's true or not. Lazyford, what's going on? How are you? Dak is going to fake an injury so he doesn't have to Breadman later in the season. Yeah, we'll see what they are. Twist the knife. I'm gonna. How does Dak get away with it if first? I don't know. Jordan, what's going on, my man? How are you? Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But I mean, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys lose to the Giants this week. I really wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I'm Ruiz. I'm going on. Silvio texted me last night, asked if I could go on. I said, hell yeah, I'm going on. I'll go on. So yeah, I'm going on 4:30 probably is when they want me. Hey, Philly Pizzle, obviously most funny crash outs ever. He's a nut. 500 trying to get Mark on suicide. I'm trying to piss him off today. No, I don't know why it's lower than usual. Let me see if I can fix that. Does it sound louder now? I just raised the volume. Thank you, Reese. What up, Philly? Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Usually it's 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Eastern time, not Pacific. So it's 1:30. I live my life in Eastern time, even though I'm Pacific. Like everything is always 3 hours. We need Willie Lampkin fullback. Yeah, I think did you say that yesterday? It's interesting thought. We need Vic to let Vic adjust how he sees fit. Trust his judgment. The man knows his shit. Yeah, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. Nobody's worried about the Cowgirls. No, I think they're working out. What's his face today? Dang it, what's his name? Jadeveon Clowney. So I think Clowney's working out for the Cowboys. Tell me, Jadeveon Clowney. I've said this before. Jadeveon Clowney is the perfect cowboy. He's exactly what I think of a cowboy. Cheap, take plays off, and not think you're better than what you are. What's good? If I want to check in from what's good, Troy? How are you? Jordan Carter back at defensive tackle fixes everything in the secondary. Watch. I don't know if you can fix a Dory Jackson. I mean, like seriously, like, can you really fix that mother humper? You know what I mean? It's crazy. Your boy Mark, what is he talking about now? He's saying that Carter wanted to get kicked out because he didn't want to go up against Tyler Booker. He really thinks that. His shit's on Clowney for years now. Good. Yeah, Clowney's great now. Not only that, I didn't see what he said about Carter today, but it doesn't surprise me. But what about what he said, about Bigsby being a message sent to Saquon Barkley? On what planet? It's the craziest thing. Dave D, thank you for the super chat. We beat Kansas City this week. Go Birds. I think we're going to. Yeah. You can't hear me right now? You can't hear me at all. Let me hear. Let me see. I just raised the volume. Let me test 1, 2, 3. That sounds good to me. Let me test 1, 2, 3. That sounds good to me. No, it sounds good to me, bro. I don't know. If Mav can hear me, then everybody can hear me. I got a chance to be president of the United States. Oh yeah, you're the president? Well, thank you for being here, Mr. President. Yeah, the princess of YouTube is here. Princess of YouTube is here. I got a feeling this is going to be an A.J. Brown game. Like, I have a feeling A.J. Brown's going off this game. Just with all the nonsense we've heard and stuff, I just do. I think A.J. Brown is going to go off. And I actually think Jalen Hurts is going to throw for a bunch. Green Blaze, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Hey Philly, outside Bigsby trade, what was done? We got Zadarius Smith. You got another edge rusher. So we added another edge rusher. Guy had 9 sacks last year. Detroit was pissed off they didn't get him back. So we brought in 2 guys that we expect to contribute pretty much right away. And thank you so much for that super chat, my man. But I think that's pretty important, you know. And speaking of this game, I found a bet that I definitely like. A play. That's a better word for it. I found a play that I like a lot, and you guys can do that too. Profit X is the ultimate sports prediction. Dive into peer-to-peer plays, create your own odds, and face off with fellow fans for bigger thrills, better payouts through exciting sweepstakes. Legal in 40 states, it's the smartest way to play. Get started now with promo code Philly500 and score up to $200 in Profit X cash. Must be of legal age, void where prohibited. Join the action at Profit X. And remember, if you use code Philly500, you get up to $200 in Profit X cash. That's $200 in Profit X cash. Just use the code Philly500. And let me say this. Here's what I like today. This is what I found, and this is what I'm going to do. Okay? Look at this. Jalen Hurts total passing touchdowns over 1.5 plus 168. That is my play for today. I'm placing that, and I think if you want, let me know if you join me on that. If you sign up and you join me on that play, I think that is easy win. No doubt about it. But that's what I'm doing. Shout out to Profit X for sponsoring this video. I love that play. Jalen Hurts 1.5 touchdowns. I think he throws 3. I think AJ Brown's going for 2 scores. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do. God help us, we're in the hands of corporate UK. I don't know what that means. Not an easy bet, 500. What, 1.5 touchdowns over? I like that, man. I think that's easy. I think Jalen Hurts throws for 3. He didn't throw for any last week, right? So he ran for 2. I think he throws for at least 2 this week, at the very least. Adding Smith and Carter to the D-line, if they both were to play last week, Cowboys would have gotten destroyed. Yeah, I agree. But here's the thing with Smith is how long will it take him to get adjusted? How much will he work in? Like I've said about the Cowboys game, if you watch that game initially, right, live, it seems way worse than it was because Carter goes out, we have the emotions, team kind of looks a little shook when he's out that first drive. But if you really sit back and watch it, the run defense in the second half was pretty good. And if you take that Miles Sanders run away, they didn't do all that. And then secondly, if you look at all the drives that were scores after that first series, they all came off of huge penalties. So if we fix that stuff, you know what I mean? We're okay. I can deal with when you have the ability to fix something, So I think we're gonna be fine. Truth be told, then thank you for the super chat. A.J. Brown's having his way against McDuffie. I think A.J. Brown goes off this week. I think he's going to have 2 touchdowns. Carter going to make Dak those Romo back problems? Maybe. Smith will be defensive player DPR week 2. You might be. Might be right. Hey, Dingbat, do you think Jacory Bennett starts against... Well, it sounds like, according to Vic Fangio, that he's not. I don't know why. I don't know if he's just saying it, but it doesn't sound like they think he's ready. Uche and Nolan, top pass rushing rates for week 1. Carter and Zadarius in the mix will increase the pass rush even more. Even Jalen Hunt, there was a play where, he was a Mike Mamula, if you remember him. He was a Mike Mamula from a strip sack. I think we'll be all right. Oh, y'all was scared of what? Casey has 3 receivers out right now, Worthy, Rice, and Royals. This will be a great benefit to the Eagles, but it won't challenge our cornerbacks and make the quarterback 2 look better than what it is. Well, I'm assuming that they're going to still attack him. I'm assuming that no matter what, they're going to attack Adoree Jackson. I don't, Pacheco and Hunt, I don't know. Their running game doesn't worry me that much. I really think, Mahomes is going to have a big game somehow. Hey, 500, I honestly don't understand how Dak's spit wasn't intercepted. He should have counted his blessings. Dude, Dak threw so many picks that should have been intercepted that game. It's not even funny. It's just not even funny. I hope Adoree ain't playing. Me too. Mike Mamula, the workout warrior. Yeah, Mike Mamula, do you remember? He was always like just a hair off, like one step away from a sack. Never would get him. 500, do you think it's better to root for Washington tomorrow night? No. Against Green Bay. I think the Eagles could beat Washington twice this year. For the NFC Conference, it's better than Green Bay loss. I think it's important if Washington in your division goes into Green Bay and beats them, they're going to be 2-0, have all the momentum in the world. No, you want Washington to lose. The first thing you've got to take care of is your division, then your conference. So, no, I want Washington to lose. I'm going to be playing Green Bay in that, which we'll talk about tomorrow, because I'll be streaming that game. But no, you don't want Green Bay to lose. You want them to beat Washington. Look, if Washington loses, they're 1-1. If we somehow lose, we would be 1-1, and then Dallas or the Giants will be 1-1. The difference is Washington would lose to an NFC opponent. The Eagles would lose to an AFC opponent. You got to root against your division. Calling it Philly, Makuba picks Mahomes. Oh, I like that. I hope y'all don't think KC ain't making adjustments being wide receivers are down. I mean, I think they'll try, but, Philly, why is Vic start? I don't know, John. I wonder, the way he said it, it was like, he's like, as of now, yeah, Adoree Jackson's starting, which tells me that maybe he's open to changing it, or maybe he just doesn't want to say, That's all I can think about. Mike B says, think your D learned any lessons? Could have had 5 picks. Can't rely Carter solely. I think I thought if you looked at that game, Mike B, watch the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. I think all of a sudden the defense started to actually get home on that pass rush. I think they learned some lessons. I think one lesson we learned, a good lesson, is that Jordan Davis can play. Jordan Davis played 80-something% of the snaps, and he was good. He may have been one of the best players he was one of the best players. So I think we learned that. I think we learned that Jahad Campbell could play in pass coverage. And I think we learned that Adoree Jackson stinks. 500, my guy, I'm only concerned about cornerback 2. Everywhere else, we have solid play. Landon's back the whole year. Well, I would rest Landon Dickerson if he's not ready. But to me, my biggest concern isn't cornerback 2. My biggest concern is how good is this offensive coordinator. I have a lot of questions about the coordinator, but I kind of want to give him another 3 weeks to see what he does, Adoree is a thorn in the Eagles' side. Yeah. There's no way Jackson's starting. I'm calling bull. I kind of agree with you. I don't think he's going to start, but I don't think Fangio is going to say that. I feel like it's not right. It's not true either. Did you see Booker's beasting and took the starting job at the Raiders? Yeah, I saw that. But you needed a corner. I mean, I don't blame the Eagles for doing that move. How much you want to bet if Hurts spit, they would hit him with fine too? Of course they would have. I'd put Campbell on Kelsey. Makumba is too small. How about what do you think of Cooper DeJean on Kelsey? I think he could hold his own. Kelsey, I don't know, man. He looked like 36 years old guy looks when he's a tight end. That's what he looked like to me. The Eagles defense won. State settled down, showed up. What do we expect to happen when nobody plays in all season? The first game is their first time on the field together. Yeah, I agree, Holy Tomatoes. I mean, we saw the same thing last year against Green Bay in Brazil. It was just that the offense really struggled more than the defense. This time it was kind of like the defense struggled. Bro, I can't wait till Dean comes back, and then they're going to have Dean and Zach in the middle and put Campbell on the edge. Our defense will be lethal. I think it will be lethal. Yeah, I agree. DeGene or even Blankenship would be fine, to be honest. Yeah. Blankenship's another guy, dude. Should have had 2 interceptions that game. Philly rumors they wanted to put DeGene on the outside. What are your thoughts? Well, it sounds like from what Sirianni said and what Vic Fangio said, it sounds like they don't want to put him on the outside. And so I don't think they're going to. I think we're going to see Jacorian Bennett start. And I think he's going to do decent. And, the question, he'll do decent. It'll look okay. And then we'll say, okay, is he good? Or is it just that Kansas City receivers stink? That's going to be the question. And then remember, week 3, you got Devontae Adams and you got Pakua again with the Rams. That Rams game, I can't tell you how important that game is for the Eagles. It's way more important than this game. But saying no way DeGene goes outside. Maybe if it's in a single game calls for it. I think down the road, when he's learned all the positions, and let's say you're down a corner and you need him on outside one game, fine. I want to use him as a Swiss Army knife. But right now, just keep him where he is. I like the idea that in base he plays safety, and otherwise he's at nickel. I think that's okay. Good afternoon, Logan Motorsports. How are you? Also, hello from LA. Hoping for some mother humping rain today. I hope you get it, my man. I don't know where y'all get Dean all of a sudden became Ray Lewis. Dean didn't become Ray Lewis, but Dean was a Pro Bowl linebacker last year. If you remind Mark, the Cowboys were holding 2. Dude, did you see the one where dude looked like he was trying to choke out Nolan Smith? Yeah. So you think Bennett is going to start low key, and if he doesn't cut it, we pick up. See, I think he's going to start this week. And this is just my opinion. I don't have any reason to think it, because what Vic Fangio said was the opposite. He said right now it's Adoree Jackson. I just got a feeling Bennett's going to play, and I have a feeling he's going to play good. And we're not going to know. We're going to be talking about next week whether or not it was just that they have no receivers, or is he good? Oh, people keep saying the Rams almost or should have beat the Eagles in the playoff game. Nobody realized a sloppy field on a playing field had a fast track. Eagles would have beat them by 30. The Rams can't stop the run. If you can't stop the run and Barkley's going to have 50-plus runs against you, you're not beating the Eagles. But, the Rams want revenge that game. That's a big game, because that game could have huge playoff consequences where you play. So you beat the Rams early in the season. If you can beat Kansas City and beat the Rams, you start 3-0, we're in good shape. Fangio uses DeZine as cover for that corner spot. Have Bennett line up and Coop in the back end. It could. 500, do you view Tank Breeze as a Jay Ajayi kind of guy? Yeah, kind of. Except for I think he's actually faster than Ajayi. Like, I think Ajayi wasn't as fast as him. I think he's actually faster, and he's better on returns. Dre Diesel, man, thank you for the super chat. Wow, Bigsby will play Sunday. Oh, yeah, I figured that. He'll be your third running back. But don't be surprised if he's good enough. Like, it would not surprise me by the end of the year if Bigsby is literally your your number 2 running back. I think he's more talented than A.J. Dillon and Shipley, to be honest with you. I do. Bro, with quarterback, and now we have Smith, if we could put some pressure on the quarterback, that automatically helps our corners. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Bigsby's going to be a kickoff guy. Bennett got 7 snaps while Dory will suck in airs. What's that tell you? Think. I don't know, man. All I can tell you is that everything that I've heard from Raider fans, the Raiders, is the kid could play. But I can't judge a guy on 7 snaps. I don't know why it's taking this kid so long to adjust, or what they're looking for. maybe Fangio has to learn to trust him. I don't believe he's worse than Adoree Jackson. I do not believe that. Even if you look at the passes, like he had the pass interference, they threw another pass or whatever. Everything he was right there and made the tackle. So I mean, we'll find out. If he's not the guy and Adoree's not the guy, you're gonna have to go out and get the guy. So let's get Jacorian Bennett in now. So it gives us weeks and weeks. It gives us a month to figure it out. Do you hear Dallas fans complain about how the refs always favor Philly? Like in the world, I think we had 9 penalties. Yeah, 9 penalties for the Eagles, 4 for Dallas. One of them was a 12-man on the field. They got to call that. Another one for Dallas was on the kickoff. So 2 penalties in game is all they called on Dallas. Yet they're complaining about not getting calls. Campbell was our best rated player against the Cowgirls. DeJean and Campbell are 2 Swiss Army knives. I love it. I agree. Don't know. Last night when I checked, Bigsby and Zadarius Smith did not have a number yet. How long are you streaming? I don't know. I just kind of go with it. We got 639 people in here right now. I really appreciate that. I'd like to get over 200 likes. But we've been, 26 minutes? It'll be a little while. We talking football. Instead of diluting about Bennett, who can we get? I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know who's out there. I think that's part of the problem. Is right now you're in a situation where everybody's only got 1 loss or 1 win, so everybody thinks they're in it. You have to kind of wait till like around October till you see teams like start to fall off. Then those teams start to shop their guys. So we don't know. Now, one guy is Denzel Ward, everybody's bringing up from Cleveland. He's a corner that people bring up. He restructured his deal, so he's easier to trade, but that doesn't mean the Browns are going to trade him. But it does mean the Browns most likely will be out of the playoffs in a couple weeks anyways. But I just think it's too early to know. But Tua's going to last long here. Man, my man threw everyone under the bus and refused to take accountability. Yeah, that's not good. That's my biggest concern. Makuba, Jihad, and Jordan Davis killed it. Ojomo Hunt were meh, and Jackson and Sidney Brown stink. Yeah, I kind of agree. I kind of agree. I think Ojomo will be more effective when you have Davis, when you have Carter in there. We'll see Bigsby this week. I think you'll see Zadarius Smith and Bigsby this week. Bro, Bigsby is going to be doing returns. I feel like running backs are the new thing for kickoff returns. He's going to be doing kickoff returns, but he's also going to be he's also going to run the ball. Bigsby is very capable running back, and I think he could run. I think he's good enough running back. Forget the kickoffs to be the number 2 running back on this team. Plus, he does kickoffs. Denzel Ward for cornerback. He's at least $13.5 million. Now we have $9 million left in cap space, but how he can make that work, I don't know if he wants to make our last move yet. Well, $13.5 million now, right? But if you wait till let's say near the deadline, it's half that. So if you wait till closer to the deadline, it's like $7.5 million or whatever it would be. It would be in half. So I think, I think Howie is more than capable of doing something like that. What's the score for the Washington game? I think it's going to be 31-28 Green Bay. I really want to see Ringo play with the starters. Ringo, I mean, he's now what? The third string running back? Jeez, dude. What happened to Ringo? Ringo fell off. I can't believe Ringo stunk so bad at camp that he's now like 3rd string. That's bad. That is bad. Mark is so pissed at Cardinal. I told you he would. I told you. I knew he would. Everything he said in that video is exactly what I said he would be. Ringo's still he's a good, very good special teams player. The play that I have a couple for the game. I have the Eagles 1 point. I don't have any parlays yet, but I also got Jalen Hurts over 1.5 touchdown passes. Philly Bigsby and Barkley give a chance to gives them Montgomery duo. Well, they're both bigger though. You know what I mean? They're both pretty decent. Philly has 15 million in cap space. They said I was a Ringo hater, ended up just being Ringo realist. You were Ringo right. Damn, I know. Purdy is expecting to miss 8. Is Purdy hurt? I didn't hear Purdy was hurt. Ringo and City Brown are both really good special teams guys. Yeah. Ringo and Jackson shouldn't even be near the stadium. Derek Barnett or Mike Mamula? Are you trying to kill me? Dude, I'll probably take Mike Mamula. I would take Mamula. Yeah, I'd take Mamula. Barnett, forget Barnett. Barnett stinks. Like Barnett really stinks. Like he stinks. Not that Mamula was much better. I'm done. I'm a little bit done with Sidney Brown too. He got hurt again, didn't he? Purdy got a shoulder and a toe. I didn't know he was hurt. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going on. I probably probably 4:30 Eastern, I'm assuming. That's normally what it is. So, yeah, I expect it to be that. Bro, with all the upcoming draft picks, the Eagles need to put a package together and move to secure number 1 cornerback on the board. Possibly. There's also that safety. He'll be gone early from Ohio State. And we'll see what else. We'll see. You'll feel. You remember Baby Arms Ox, whatever. I think he's in Denver, right? Yeah, me too. City Browns. I'm done with him. Nice go off on Mark. I'm gonna try to get under his skin today. I'm gonna try to really irritate him. AJ Brown bounce back, absolutely. Well, let's hope he gets targets. I have a feeling that AJ won't be an Eagle for long. He seems not satisfied. Yeah, I don't know. Every year people say that. Oh, he don't want to be an Eagle. He don't want to be an Eagle. Then he signs an extension. He don't want to be an Eagle. Then he wins a Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't think AJ Brown is Terrell Owens. I really don't. I don't know. I feel like people are unfair to AJ Brown. Barbie the Dot Princess of YouTube. Why would Carter get a season-long suspension? Marcus double moonwalking delusion. He's on his 50th video now. He's still crying about that? Yeah, I'm streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. I got a lot of stuff going on. I might be live early in the morning if I wake up early. Then I'll have a video, and then I'll be streaming live. So, yeah. We'll definitely be live for that. That's a great game tomorrow. Green Bay and Washington? No. I want to watch that. What week do you think we'll see the Eagles shape into form? I think it won't. I think the earliest is week 5. Did you know Stephon Gilmore signed with the Vikings for 1 year, $10 million? Today he did? I didn't know that. $10 million. Wasn't that cheap? Wasn't Slade cheaper than that? Nate Gary or Alex Singleton? I understand that our cornerback 2 spot is terrible, but let's be honest. Dak had all day to throw, nearly no pass rush, so that didn't help. No, the pass rush in the first half really wasn't good. It started to come to life later on, but yeah, that really hurt. There was one play, if you remember, where they got CeeDee Lamb caught a big pass against the Dory. Now, Jalix Hunt was seconds away, and I thought the pass rush was really good in that play, but CD was so open. I mean, so mother humping open. It was crazy. Mad Titan, man, thank you for the super chat. 8500, go Birds. Yes, thank you so much, my man. Jolo says, 500 with Carter being back on the line. Do we see dominance perform for? I think the defense is gonna have a good week. I do. I mean, who's their biggest threat? Kelsey. So you got to watch Kelsey, and then they're gonna have Hunt and Pacheco. If you could stop that run, then Mahomes is going to have to make some incredible plays, and he's capable of it. Don't get me wrong, but I like our defense this week. Uche fire off. Yeah, Uche looked good. I met Singleton in his home. Actually, got signed jersey from him. He was super cool. Yeah, I never had a problem with him. I just thought he was a little too small, but you know, like he wasn't as like Nick Gary. Nate Gary looked like he was playing with high heels on, running around. Antonio Holmes, yo, what up, 5-0? What's going on, my man? I know it's only week 2, but who do you have as the top 3 teams besides us in the NFC? 4 Packers, 2 Bucks, 3 Washington Rams. I would go. I go Packers. I go 1 Eagles, 2 Packers, 3 Rams, 4 Washington, and then 5 Bucks, and then Detroit. We'll see what Detroit is. We'll see how they rebound. But they got Gilmore. That's all your fault. It's my fault. Why is it my fault? I just won $2,000. Good for you, man. Congratulations. Dude, what do you want? What, you want to wheel out in a wheelchair, Gilmore? I ain't worried about Gilmore. I don't want him. Antonio Holmes says, can't wait to see Zadarius Smith and Carter with all this talent. I can't wait either. Are you coming to see me, little guy? I'm quiet today. What do you mean I'm quiet? 500, you should tell Mark the league is showing how they feel about Dak with no suspension on Carter. Yeah, well, I mean that's the big thing Mark has missed about the whole story is Dak spit first. He goes, Dak spit on the ground. No, Dak spit at him. Honestly, if Bennett works out, this defense could be nasty once again. AJ's huge game. Well, right. If he works out, great. But we need to see if he's going to work out. Like, we need to get him on the field and figure it out. Philly, this defense should look way different. Carter in there. I agree. I spitting mad. I agree. Hey, Philly, I see your new Super Bowl banner. Yeah. I just got to get a little tape here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? Come on. Come on, little guy. I got this little guy trying to come over here. Twerk, Philly? Hell no. We're going to start looking better and tighten up on both sides. I have faith. Yeah, I think so. I like the way they finished the fourth quarter. Philly, your content's been always good. Thank you, Steven. Hey, Philly 500, we need to get Josh Sweat back. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Come on. Come on. Hi, fat face. Say hi. Hi. Our puffin stuff, what's going on? I love 500. We got this one. Hell yeah. Hello, sweet kitty. See, they're saying hi. They're saying hi. The teething. They had to wake him up from his afternoon nap at Shady Acres. Who's that, Mark? So are you streaming with Sills? Yeah, I think 4:30 Eastern is what I think. But I'm going on there today. And me and Mark are going to have it out. Because I got a lot to say to him. Cry baby. What a baby. Baby. The judgment people say about the Eagles and Hurts blows my mind. They love to call us like super teams, then they like to say our players aren't that good. Isn't it crazy? You get like all these lists of like linemen and receivers, and like we're never on the list. We're never at the top of the list, but we have a super team. It's absolutely insane. I haven't decided what my score prediction is yet. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate that. What up, my brother from another brother 500? Who do you think is going to go off offensively and defensive Sunday against the Chiefs? I said it earlier. I think A.J. Brown. I think A.J. Brown's going to have a big week. I think Hurts is going to throw for 3 touchdowns. Defensively, I think it's going to be another game of Jordan Davis. I think Jordan Davis is going to have another big game along with Jalen Carter. I think Jalen Carter comes out pissed off, ready to go, and That's what I think. Thank you, Elaine. Bad dog is a mad dog, 'cause he knows the Giants always stink. They give us Saquon Barkley, trade Odell Beckham, they stink. Thank you very much. So how you feel about Jadeveon Clowney? Heard the Jadeveon Clowney's the perfect cowboy, right? He thinks he's better than what he is, and he takes plays off. Perfect cowboy. He's a mercenary. All he does is go from one team to the other team to the other team to the other team. I love it. Time to turn up to show the Super Bowl wasn't a fluke. Absolutely. I want to beat their butts, no doubt about it. How do we still win against a rigged game? I don't even know what that means. You have a little festy kitten here. I know. I think they're teething. Hey, say hi. Yeah. I'll go see your mommy. Mommy just came out. There you go. When Clowney was in South Carolina, he was notorious for taking plays off. He's done that in his career. He also cheap shotted Carson. He also, he's a perfect cowboy. There was 6. We had 6. 3 boys and three girls. That's pretty crazy. We've never had that. We've got 688 people in the chat, though. So if you're new, make sure you hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. Appreciate you guys being here. If they don't get this passing game together yet another year, things will go downhill. I want to see AJ wanting. I don't know why everybody keeps talking about AJ in a trade. I see AJ wanting a trade. If that happens, I think Smitty would want out too. Passing game is priority. I don't think they want to trade. I don't think there's anything about a trade. I just think that I don't know if it's still starting this crap, but AJ Brown just signed an extension last year through 2029. He just won a Super Bowl. He's playing with Jalen Hurts. Why would he want to trade? I don't understand where this comes from. I think people see AJ Brown and they say, well, he's not getting many passes, so he must be mad because most receivers are like that. And then he posts something on Instagram or something, and everybody takes it a certain way. And it may have nothing to do with anything. Smitty's not going anywhere. AJ Brown won't go anywhere for at least 2 more years. I just don't understand why everybody thinks he's going, like, he wants to trade. AJ's not going to, he'll be fully healthy soon enough. He's fine. Go heavy on the D-line. Robinson, Davis inside, Za'Darius and Carter on the edge. Then Nolan, Braun, and Jihad at linebackers. You want to put that front seven will be insane. It's going to be interesting to see how they work it. Yeah, Sills. How do you feel about Montreal jumping with? I don't know. I like them. I wouldn't mind keeping them on practice squad, but obviously they're not comfortable with their practice squad the way it is. They brought back that kid Sykes today, and they cut Eli Ricks. I think Eli Ricks has been cut off our practice squad 3 times in like 3 weeks. Ain't trading nobody. No AJ for Smitty. Give Patul time to make this offense work. We got to give him 4 weeks, right? I think at least 4 weeks. They're going to see what teams are going to do against it, and then they're going to adjust. If he can't adjust to what teams are going, then we've got a problem. But yeah, AJ's definitely wanting to get traded. Probably going to a winning organization like the Browns or the Jets. AJ doesn't go anywhere. I don't know. The Patriot fans think we're going to trade him there. It's like, no way. There's one game in September. People saying AJ wants to trade. People are delusional. Well, it happened. Remember 2 years ago when Devontae Smith didn't get any catches in AJ Brown's first game versus Detroit. I don't think he had any catches and any targets. And everybody's like, this isn't going to work between Devontae and AJ. And see how that worked out. It didn't happen that way. So we just don't know. A Hulk Mercenary celebrates 52 months of channel membership. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. People sound like WIP with the AJ trade talk. Yeah, I don't get it. I just think people are worried. Maybe we got PTSD from Terrell Owens, I really wonder if sometimes that really scarred some Eagle fans. We can't be going through musical coordinators every season unless Steichen gets fired. He comes back. Well, that's what that's why I said before. Like, I almost feel like it's getting to the point where Hurts is your de facto offensive coordinator. He's got so many. He's learned so many different things from other guys. I just don't know. You know, I don't know because let's say that you go out and win a Super Bowl again this year. Let's say the offense ends up being a little better overall, right? Like maybe a little more balanced, but better overall, and they win another Super Bowl. Patullo's gone. He's gonna get taken and be a head coach somewhere. We can't keep an offensive coordinator. It's the craziest thing, you know. Hey Philly, do us all a favor and remind Grandpa Mark he doesn't know shit when it comes down to Saquon Barkley. That video was the last straw for me. Oh, the what the hell did that mean? And then he did a whole video on Zadarius Smith. Don't let Philly 500 fool you about Zadarius Smith. He only had 4 sacks last year. No, he had 9 sacks. If you're gonna come at me, get your facts right. Hey Phil, I told you we should have gotten Myles Garrett. That guy, no sign of slowing down. Freaky nature. I would have paid him money too. I think the Eagles would have paid him money, but I think he was full of crap, dude. I think he was full of crap, and he was just basically getting the Browns to pay him money. That's what I think. Let me see here. AJ Devontae are team guys. They couldn't get 0 yards to be happy. I agree. I feel like I feel like what's his face is I just feel like AJ Brown, everybody just assumes one thing with him. Muscletron celebrates 23 months of channel membership. Thank you so much. Philly, what's going on? What's going to be Big Sil's trash hot take today about our birds? It's probably going to be about AJ Brown. I heard him at the end of the show yesterday talking about AJ Brown and some Instagram post or something. It'll be something like that. I don't know. It's crazy. Beats guard AJ Brown would leave because he already got his ring and now he's trying to be the best version of himself. If he can't do that under Jalen, dude can't throw for shit. Well, what's the best version of yourself? Being what? Making every statistic you can, or winning as many championships. People aren't going to remember he caught 80 balls for 1,500 yards. They're going to remember how many Super Bowls he won. So if you want to be the best version of yourself, then be the best teammate you can be. Be the best teammate you could be. You got to be selfless. So if he wants to be the best version of himself, he's on the right team. That's what I say. I had Tank on my fantasy team last year. Dude can play. People are going to like Tank. I think the only way AJ Brown Smitty would be mad at the Eagles if they were not able to get in the Hall of Fame. Maybe. I think AJ Brown's here for another 2 years. 2-3 years. I do. Patullo will be the Giants coach next season. We'll see. We'll see. Lucky we have Hurts. Dan lost his mind. He's no flea or Joey Shakes. Hurts has one of the best deep balls in the league, but please continue. Hurts is getting better and better. I don't know. You know, SD, hey buddy, what's going on? How are you? Rico, what's going on? Mahomes led the Chiefs in rushing week 1 with 57 rush yards. They aren't running crap on us. Well, Kareem Hunt and Pacheco don't scare me in the run game. Like, I feel like we'll do a pretty good job with them. So the question is where are they going to go with the ball? I mean, Kelsey's going to have a big game. You know? Beast guard, exactly. I take my ring and roll. You can get a third and a fourth wide receiver to go out there and just block. Yeah, but it's not just about that. I mean, what about the money? He's making money. Who's getting fired first, the ball, Steichen, or McDaniel, or John Harbaugh? I take the ball. I mean, because the ball borderline came back last year, right? Or McDaniel. McDaniel stinks. I think he's too soft of a coach. I believe the Chiefs will come in the same game plan like they had pre Super Bowl coming up through them. Probably. Well, Scott, what's going on? I think Vic is playing with Andy, letting him set up all his plans, isolate to beat Adore all game. That's what I think too. I think he's saying that, and then he's going to go out there and he's going to. I think he's going to go out there and I think he's going to play Jacory Bennett. But that's because you're Eagle baby. It's been 3 years solid passing offense. Haven't had it together since AJ's first year at Eagle. This needs to be fixed, or I'm telling you, the down. We will see. We will see. People need to realize the media doesn't care about football sports. They only care about us getting attention for advertising money. Okay. Who remembers who dumped Gatorade on Nick in the championship Super Bowl? It was AJ and Smitty. Get real, guys. They love it here. They are locked in. I think they're fine. I really think I think that whole Terrell Owens thing, I really think it screwed us up. I really do. We got over 700 people in the chat, by the way. Make sure if you guys haven't, hit that like. Make sure you guys subscribe. Appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. Means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Bennett and Zadarius Smith need to start this game. It's going to make a huge difference in our defense. I think Zadarius Smith is going to make a big difference. You know, the question is how much will he play? How many snaps will he get? And how the rotation will look. Mike B says, prediction, Eagles over Chiefs. Kelsey held 3 catches. Wow, Taylor writes a breakup song. If he's held the 3 catches, Eagles are winning. Mahomes, well, that's one. I mean, that's one thing to definitely worry about. Mark Holmes will be in insane asylum by the end of the season, pulling out his hair, saying Jalen Carter should have been suspended. He's still crying about that, bro. If AJ's under 1,000 again, he's gone. I'll take that bet. I need this win to enjoy my birthday on Sunday. I hope you get it, my man. I hope you get it. I'll take the bet that I think AJ Brown's got at least another 2 years. I think when Brown goes, it's going to be because the Eagles got a young wide receiver that they're ready to replace him with. That's what I think. Every team game plan for Carter and Saquon. That's why I believe Davis has to have a good game. I think Davis will. KC looks old to me. Never scared Philly. They never. No, they looked bad. I mean, they looked bad, especially offensively. Like they look like they don't have anything. You know, they don't look good offensively. It's so true. And if you guys haven't, make sure you hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. Master Eagle, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate that. He goes, hey, Big Dog 500, please kick the shit out of Sassy Sills and Old Lady Mark today. Go Birds. Go Birds is right. Go Birds. Show enough says, I'm telling you, if they continue to struggle, AJ is going to want out. If that happens, then safeties will come crashing down and the run game will take a huge blow. All right. I mean, look, I respect your opinion, Show enough. We will see how it plays out. Stranger things have happened. We will see. I do think AJ is going to have a big game this week. I do. I think the Eagles are going to I think they're going to target him early. Our Puffin stuff says filling updates on Dickerson. I haven't heard anything yet. I know the injury report's coming out later. I need to start a watch party just to see you get under Mark's skin, bro. I'm going to try. I'm going to see if I can bait him today. I'm going to try to bait him, you know. Going to talk about Dallas getting away with everything and Dak spinning. See if I can get him all triggered and worked up. AJ was over 1,000. What are they all talking about? He was over 1,000 and he missed 3 games. I don't know. I thought he meant under 1,000 this year. That's what I thought. I hope the Giants beat Dallas. Me too. Don't let Mark talk. You know, every time I don't let Mark talk over me, I swear to you, every time I don't let Mark talk over me, I get people who say that I don't let Mark talk and I need to let him talk. I'm always interrupting. Every time. So I try to sit there and let him talk so people can't say it. And then he does it to me. But nobody says nothing then. It's only if I do it. AJ wants to be the reason the team is winning, not just being a doormat. I'm saying this is going to cause him to leave. Uh, all you guys that think that he could leave, we'll find out. We'll find out. You know, but he signed through 2029. Hassan, thank you for the super chat. He goes, AJ will retire an Eagle. He loves Philly. Just pass him the ball. We going back to back. Go Birds. Yeah, we are. I agree with you. And I think the spit thing was set by Dak. It was definitely a setup by. I mean, Dak definitely baited him. Dak was trying to get under his skin. I don't have a problem with it, to be honest with you, because I mean, if you could get advantage on an opposite team, I get it. You could get under their skin. I get it. Carter shouldn't have not reacted like that. He said AJ's under again. Oh, he never under 1,000. Oh, I thought. Oh, okay, I got you. Anthony Dak's spit was the only projectile that didn't get picked. Hey Phil, all you have to say is it was a tune-up game. Oh, is that what I gotta say? All right, I'll open with that. I think it'll be 1:30, 4:30 Eastern. I believe 4:30 Eastern is when it will be. I mean, not positive, but I'm pretty sure. That's when it will be. All right, Logan. What's the reason we're so sloppy in our passing? Is it because Jalen or the corner? I watched so many teams this week, and they make it look easy with so much finesse and play calling. I think each team is itself. You know, you got to look at itself. One, they haven't played. They didn't play together all preseason, right? I always think that plays a part, but I also think the way Dallas was playing them, they pretty much were leaving the middle of the field for Hurts to run, but they were really concentrating on those receivers and shutting down that run. But that's why Hurts had so many easy lanes to run. I think that was part of it, and I also think that the stoppage hurt them. Right? If you look at the Eagles game, there were a lot of games that were close early on, and then the Eagles would get a turnover, they would go down the field and score and open the game up and kind of just wear a team out. I thought that when we were at that point when it happened, they suspended the game an hour. I think that hour suspension really hurt the offenses on both teams and not the defenses. So I think that was one of the factors. But I mean, look, time will tell. Derek Moore, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate it. He goes, listen, guys, we need to calm down. We don't know what teams we have every year. I need to see the first 5 games before coming to any conclusions. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I have my concerns about the offensive coordinator, but I can't say anything until at least week 5 because, it takes time to get going. John Wilson, thank you for the super chat, my man. He goes, the Eagles are going to be just fine. All these people saying negative things must be Dallas fans. I don't know. I get it. It's crazy. Mahomes about to kill Kadori all along. Send AJ to a real quarterback, not tush push merchant. I can't hear you, Bob. My Super Bowl rings making too much noise. A500, what do you think about Greg Newsom and potential trade? Yeah, I mean, I'd be open to it. Him or Ward. But, I think until you make a move like that, I think you got to wait closer to the trade deadline. AJ's second best statistically didn't work out great for the Eagles. Hurts remembers and learned from it. We'll see. I'm extremely hyped to see Davis and Carter wreak havoc. Me too. 40 to 6, Bob, right? Birds, O-line, D-line need to tighten up. They do. They do. Think about news of he's lot he is. James, what's going on, my man? How are you? I mean, look, there's no guarantees. They got to go out and they got to play. If you watch 2020, AJ was and the rest were not getting open. It's scheme problem, not a Jalen Hurts problem. He'd read the clown turds defense flawlessly. Facts. I thought so. Try something new in your daily routine and see if it works. It's perfectly fine. Gotta just let it become natural. Yep. I don't have a score prediction yet. Friday I'll have one. People born during Dallas' last Super Bowl have been legally drinking for 7 years. Don't worry, AJ will get 2 touchdowns. See, that's what I think. I got AJ 2 touchdowns too. I have AJ 1. I have Devontae Smith another. I agree. I think Hurts going to throw 3 touchdowns. September is the new preseason. Started 2-2 last year. Looked terrible first month. People forget Coop didn't start because he missed up much camp. Bennett will replace Jackson bi-weekly the latest. I'm with you. I'm hoping it'll be sooner, you know. Phil, you going? Yeah, going on Phil's show today, 100%. Hector, what's going on, man? How are you? If the Eagles are pathetic, what would you call it, right? We penetrated the Queens, we broke. Jalen Carr is going to be spitting mad. He's going to take it out. I hope so. Mid-homes, I like that. We can get Walker cheaper than Micah. What do you think about that? 500 Packers will be at the Commanders. Commanders are at the Packers. I believe this game's in Green Bay, isn't it? Yeah, I would like Trevon Walker, and I think he would be cheaper. Yeah. Jalen 3 and runs for 2. I got 3 passes. The Eagles are going to put Madden numbers up on the Chiefs. I predict the Eagles are going to be 95 points. I love it. I love it. Yes. Yeah, I believe it's in Green Bay. So, hopefully Green Bay beats them. Use the thread Barkley to open up run passing lanes. Exactly. I think it's going to be going back to Bennett. Played pretty well, besides the penalty was more aggressive. They need to sit at the door and let the boy play. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. Definitely want to see Walker and Eagles green. That would be great. Are you kidding? I would love that. If we get Trevon Walker, but that's like one of those things. It's like he's one of those guys that you literally have to get him at the trade deadline. They're not going to do it until the trade deadline. That's what I think. Drew, Mitch, what's going on, my man? Philly, have a great. You too, my man. Has there been any news on Walker? Ward didn't get no. Ward restructured his contract, which would make it easier to trade. We heard that the Jags were shopping Walker in the offseason. So, could he potentially be a guy? Possibly. A.J. Brown's elite, y'all mad because he makes your defensive backs traffic. Yep. I hope Carter bitch slaps Mahomes next week. Like, I do too. I think Hurts is winning MVP this year. Well, he's off to a good start. I don't care what anyone says. Your Eagles versus Giants streams are the best of all. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Mahomes don't need 2 good receivers to throw to them. All firepower, but yeah, I don't disagree. Look, I have nothing bad to say about Patrick Mahomes. I think Mahomes is a great quarterback. You know, but he doesn't have any weapons right now. The reigning Super Bowl champion MVP will take your comment to heart. Yep. Carter's back. Everyone will look like Pro Bowlers. Josh Sweat sucks, but next to Jalen Carter, he had the best year of his career at Dallas. Well, second best year of his career. He had 10 sacks in 20, I think it was 23, well, 22 he had 10 sacks, right? Something like that. KC's passing defense is better than Dallas. They could get ugly because Kansas City knows how to shut down Barkley. Now we played well in the bowl, but this is a new year. Well, and what happened when they tried to shut down Barkley? Their passing defense suffered. The Eagles threw it all over them. So let them do that again. They're going to have to change up. Hopefully Jackson gets benched. Mahomes will. Yeah. I really have my. I really wonder if Dory Jackson's going to play. I do. I really wonder about that. I mean, we'll find out. We're going to find out. The Eagles beat the Chiefs so bad Patrick Mahomes got fired from State Farm. And Barkley, didn't he get a job with them? I think Barkley's got a job with them now, if I remember correctly. Mahomes lost one or two of his best offensive line all season. Chiefs not going to be seeing this year. Yep. Worthy hurt again. Yep, it's true. Ooh. It'll be interesting. But Dory's not starting. Vic was trolling. I agree. That's my thought too. He was saying that on purpose. I think Kelsey's just worrying about his having kids. Maybe. Spit a mark for me. Oh, man. Blanket Chip will not drop the picks this week if he gets a chance. He should have had 2 last week. Breaking Ascot threw a pick. Like a good neighbor, Saquon is there, right? Jalen Hurts throws a terrible deep ball throws everyone. You definitely haven't watched Jalen Hurts throw some deep balls. Jalen Hurts has never had a bad game against the Chiefs. That's true. That's very, very true, by the way. I don't understand how people can say that Jalen Hurts can't throw a good deep ball. Q is getting one. Q better be on the jugs machine, man. Green Bay's playing Washington this week. What do you got to say about that game? I think Green Bay wins. I think it'll be a good game. I think it's going to actually be high scoring. I actually think Green Bay being at home, I'll give them the home field advantage. I take in Green Bay. If our Chiefs line going to stomp I agree. Bennett started for the Raiders and got hurt. He's healthy. Come on, Vic. You heard that Kelsey want to get married at the Link? Her Eagle fan cards. No, did she really? Yeah, she was an Eagle fan, right? Yeah. I know Ken James is happy. AJ 100 yards income. I agree. 2 touchdowns. Q has the most drop passes. Man, it's crazy, dude. It's like really crazy. Justin, thank you for Super Chat. At least 2 Super Bowl Mahomes did not play well, right? Yeah, the 2 that he lost. Yeah, the one in Tampa, he was pretty banged up. And then the other one, the Eagles, just beat that team's butt. I think Spags going opposite a Super Bowl plan. Then we'll kill him with Barkley. Jalen Hurts top 3 quarterback. Yeah, I agree. I was just saying nonsense because he blew his team out. Absolutely. 500. Do you think that's? Yeah, I think Dotson will. I think he'll get some catches. I think AJ is going to have the big week at receiver, but I think Dotson will make a play or 2. Duncan Wright, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. He goes, P2E is Jerry. Ha ha ha. P2E, I like it. I like it. That penalty against Blankenship last week in Enzo was bullcrap. I would have taken that play from him over and over again. I wouldn't want to change. I agree with you. I hated that call. The dude was already falling down. He couldn't avoid him. Dotson looked good, yeah. It's true, he did. He looked very good. Hurts was literally 1 deep ball passer from pocket. It last 2022 and 5th overall in 2024. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah. I honestly want us to trade AJ. We need Darius Cooper more touches. I'm not trading AJ right now. There's no way. No way I would do that. No. I definitely would not. Considering all he would cost is money, I wouldn't mind bringing in Asante Sim Jr. to see he goes off at worst Rory Ringo. True, But the problem with a problem with Asante Samuel Jr. right now is he can't play and do anything until at least late October. He has to get a MRI in October on his fused neck, and so he's not even cleared to play right now. So if you signed him, he couldn't contribute right now. That's the problem with him right now. Clark, thank you for the super chat, my man. Goes, what up, buddy? Any updates, thoughts on the running backs? No updates yet, but there'll be some coming after practice today. I'm sure we'll get the injury report and stuff like that. AJ don't need targets to change the game. Just him being out there and getting double coverage opens. I agree. Asante is a risk. Well, he's not healthy, you know. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. That's what they say. I wouldn't know, but that's what they say. Yeah, I got people beefing today. I don't know what the hell they're all beefing about. I'm just a simple man, doing simple things, man. Personally, I watched the game with you, Philly 500. Them boys got away with murder. All of those calls went against us. Our players suffered. Let them play. I agree with you. 500. You're still my favorite NFL. Thank you, not the Gazarian. I appreciate that. You guys are funny, man. You guys are fighting today. Boy, oh boy. I saw the net who says AJ. If I were you, the man, AJ must be more involved. Just rewatch the NFC Championship game. The Barkley touchdown. It was AJ who kept the offense going. Yeah, he's got to get more involved. I agree with you. I don't disagree at all. I think AJ throws 3 daggers. See, that's what I got. 1 to AJ, Smitty, and Dawson Goddard. I got two to AJ, 1 to Devontae, and then I think Barkley goes in for another one. The thing about Carter and AJ controversy is that I believe they'll make a statement this week for Chiefs. I agree. I can't wait for Sunday this team to remind the world who the champs are. 100%. So you're gonna do the Super Bowl again to beat the Raiders? Yeah. That's who I have. I have the Eagles and the Ravens. So these will go yeah, get them lights up. Arthur McQueen says, fight, fight, fight. Could you imagine if I had like a segment like the let my the chat fight on air? That would be funny. What time are you? I believe 1:30 East or 4:30 Eastern. Are you concerned at all with the edges interior line missing? I mean, I'm a little bit. You know what I mean? A little bit. Tom Brady calling our game again. He's good luck charm. There you go. I have the Eagles, Bills. I like it. Jalen Hurts may have 400 plus total yards, 3 touchdowns, Saquon 1. I wouldn't be surprised if you see the receivers go off this week, and then next week everybody's going, Saquon Barkley hasn't had a lot of yards and touches and stuff in the first 2 games. What's up with him? I would not be surprised. Rocky, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate you so much. Patulo got to scheme the wide receivers better. Routes not need to get open. I agree. He's got to adjust also to what the defense is doing. There were plays last night in that fourth quarter or the other night in that second half where you could have gone deep. You could have thrown the dagger against Dallas and you probably would have hit. You would have hit it big time. You know? So, I mean, I agree with you. I totally agree. I'm nervous going to Arrowhead with the revenge factor going. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think we should sleep on the fact that they want revenge and also that they're 0-1. They don't want to fall to 0-2. The Ravens are choke artists. If I'm the Ravens, I just copy the Eagles. Get to the playoffs, and then Derrick Henry. I think Brady regrets giving Mahomes the torch Think Brady likes Hurts more than Mahomes? Like maybe. Patullo can run 3 wides, Dotson in motion. True. What are you talking? Oh, you guys are arguing. Arguing. Don't you think it would unlock your offense? You have 2 great receivers. Hurts just isn't a consistent thrower. Jalen Carter 4 sacks. What? That would be crazy. That would be crazy. I'm concerned about Dickerson and Jurgens. Back pain is serious. It is. I really would consider sitting Landon Dickerson this week. I don't think it would be a bad idea at all. If the Chiefs beat us, we're beating them in the Super Bowl. Book it. I like it. Man, that Philly fans we have now, not everyone will have an explosion game. We have a lot of weapons, yeah, on offense. Yeah, I agree. Totally agree with you. Yeah, if Henry don't... Can you believe he fumbled that ball? That was a hell of a game, though. I got to tell you, that game was so good. That was such a great game. But yeah, I can't believe he fumbled that ball. I mean, he was having such a big game. Chiefs don't lose 2 weeks in a row very often, but that Worthy injury is an issue for them. Kelsey lost a step, and Rice is on suspension. Hollywood Brown is their number 1, pretty bad. Yeah, him and what? Juju Smith-Schuster. So, yeah, I mean, I think we'll be all right. Do you have any problem with Patullo said about the O-line? He didn't call it like it was, though. Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff he said I thought was like, but I'm just like, it's early. We got to give him 4 weeks. Give him 4 weeks, and then we'll know. It has nothing to do with Hurts being a thrower. It's the play calling. Well, I don't mind the Chiefs' business to ours, right? People talking about moms as a second grader. Yeah, the Vikings didn't win. The Bears are who we thought they would. Bears looked bad. Caleb Williams, came up 10 for 10? It just went cold. Yeah, classic Miles fumbling. No doubt about it. AJ has 3 touchdowns. I see it. I got him having 2. So I have my ass off at the Ravens when they choked about Lamar and the Ravens better than the Eagles. Yeah, they're not. There's no way in hell that I believe Jalen Hurts loses that game. Jalen Hurts would have found a way to get a first down and end that game. I truly believe that. 31-16 Birds. I like it. I definitely like it. All right, guys. Well, listen. I do need to get out of here. I gotta go work and stuff, so I can come back in a few hours to do this thing with them. I'll probably have another video later today as well. But let me thank everybody for being here. I appreciate it so much. Enjoyed it. I might come on really early tomorrow, like 10 a.m. Eastern. We will see. Funny Boy Roddy, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll be back later at some point with a video. Of course, I'll be over there on Jacob Media. It should be interesting. Very, very interesting. With that said, you guys have a great, great day. I will talk to you all later. We out of here. Peace.
Come on, guys. 2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott.
Trying to feed him.
Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb. Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb. You tried to feed the CeeDee Lamb. You got to give it to CeeDee Lamb. God. It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking. Cut it off. It's over. Fuck.